Be some of my son's adversaries. That could either be on other teams, or it could be coaches, or it could be past.
The Kelce Swift universe has officially outgrown the Marvel timeline. First, Donna Kelce hops on the mic and casually throws shade at Travis's exes like it's a family tradition. Then Taylor Swift shatters her own no athletes rule for Travis, proving that even pop royalty can bend for a tight end.
I've been very non-athlete because I'm not one, and I've always just been like, well, what would we talk about?
And she's not slowing down. She leads the iHeartRadio nominations with the jaw-dropping 9 nods. Meanwhile, America keeps binge-watching the Kansas City Chiefs like a Netflix drama, even when the season gets messy. And to top it off, Taylor gives rock legend John Fogerty a heartfelt shout-out on Colbert, where he explains why their fights over music ownership feel like the very same battle.
Got them back recently.
Yeah!
He's 80 years old.
Let's go, John!
Donna Kelce, the ultimate NFL mom, Chiefs royalty, and the unofficial queen of I raised 2 giants and survived, is stepping into the chaos factory known as the Traitors, and she's already choosing violence. Politely, of course. At 73, she enters with peak wholesome mom energy, but the moment she's asked who she wouldn't want as a fellow contestant, she delivers the most mom-coded mic drop imaginable. Donna hints she'd rather not be trapped in a castle playing mind games with her son's adversaries, rival players, irritating coaches, and yes, even past girlfriends. Translation? I support women, just not the ones who stressed my son out. Elite mom behavior.
Some of my son's adversaries. That could either be on other teams, or it could be coaches, or it could be past.
Naturally, everyone read it as a little side-eye at Travis Kelce's dating history, especially when you compare it to big brother Jason, who's been living that stable, married life for years with Kylie Kelce, the kind of man who's never had to explain a suspicious Instagram like. Meanwhile, before going public with his romance with Taylor Swift in September 2023, Travis spent years in an on-again, off-again relationship with influencer Kayla Nicole from 2017 to 2022. Insiders still remember her appearance on Special Forces, where she opened up about how brutal the breakup felt in the public eye. The trolls, the hate, and that constant sense of exposure, like walking around emotionally barefoot on Lego bricks.
Basis, terrified of my comments. I'm terrified of my DMs. I don't want to be triggered. I don't want to care. I don't want to look, but you're right. If you're going to talk shit and run your mouth, please do it so I can pay a bill.
But Donna isn't here to debate the past. She's here to live her new era. Travis and Jason fully hyped her up before she flew to Scotland to film, because apparently her sons are huge fans of the show and wanted their mom to go full reality TV mastermind.
Jason is the one that got me involved. We just literally one weekend during playoffs, we binged it. It was.
Donna leaned into it too, talking openly about reinventing yourself once your kids start building families of their own. Basically, the hot mom winter edition of personal growth.
Certain part in your life and your kids are starting their own families. It's so important to reinvent yourself, do the things you've always dreamt.
And while Donna is busy reinventing herself in Scotland like the world's most iconic hot mom winter contestant, Taylor Swift is casually rewriting her dating handbook like it's a lyric draft at 2 a.m. Insiders say Taylor has essentially dated her way through a celebrity yearbook. Actors, musicians, heartthrobs, the scarf-wearing, emotionally complex type. But she always had one firm rule: no athletes. Not even maybe a tennis guy. Taylor assumed she wouldn't relate. She's not exactly the protein shakes and stats type. In her head, every conversation sounded like, "So, how many push-ups today?" And that just wasn't her life. Then Travis Kelce showed up, tall, charming, golden retriever energy fully activated, and suddenly the rulebook went straight into the bonfire. Insiders point to her Disney Plus documentary series as the moment she admitted she'd avoided athletes because she genuinely didn't know what they'd even talk about. She pictured herself unpacking songwriting metaphors while he's like, cool, but what's your 40-yard dash time?
I've been very non-athlete because I'm not one, and I've always just been like, well, what would we talk about?
Obviously, she was wrong, because Travis is basically an athlete who also delivers rom-com boyfriend energy, the kind who knows everyone at the party and somehow makes it charming. The real MVP here might actually be Andrea Swift, Taylor's mom, who reportedly went full manager mode and gently nudged her daughter out of her comfort zone. Andrea wasn't about to let Taylor stay parked in the safe, familiar dating aisle. She pushed her straight into the athletic department. Like, try something new, babe. You might like it.
Guy, he's really cute. You said something to the effect of like, you gotta start doing something different.
And when Andrea started seeing headlines about Travis showing up to Taylor's show with a friendship bracelet and trying to meet her, she did what any legendary mom would do. She investigated. Andrea even called her personal Kansas City Chiefs expert, her cousin Robin, to get the full scouting report. The second she heard Travis wasn't just ridiculously nice, but also a certified mom lover, it was basically game over. Andrea clocked that as a stadium-sized green flag and immediately started figuring out how to get them into the same orbit.
This guy came to your show and he brought a friendship bracelet and wants to meet you. And so, of course, I call up my resident expert on Kansas City Chiefs, my cousin Robin, and I go, tell me about this guy named Travis Kelce.
And now Taylor Swift is collecting iHeartRadio nominations the way fans collect friendship bracelets at her concerts. Yes, it's officially a great day to be Taylor Swift. The 2026 iHeartRadio Music Awards nominations just dropped, and she's perched at the very top like a pop superstar dragon guarding a glittery hoard. 9 nominations. That's not a list, that's a flex. Her album, The Life of a Showgirl, is clearly doing the most, and the nominations are reflecting it. Taylor leads the pack, with bestie Sabrina Carpenter close behind at 8 nods, basically chasing her with a sparkly broom. Bad Bunny and Alex Warren are also sitting pretty with 8 each, turning the whole thing into a full-blown popularity Olympics. And Taylor? She just sprinted past everyone in heels. The awards go down live at the Dolby Theater in Los Angeles on Thursday, March 26th, airing on Fox and blasting across iHeart radio stations and the app like a national group chat. Translation, if you own a device that makes sound, you're going to hear about it. The whole point is celebrating the songs that were played into the ground through 2025 while sneakily previewing what's about to dominate summer 2026, aka here's your next obsession. You're welcome. The nominee list is stacked like someone hit shuffle on the entire music industry. Beyoncé-level icons, breakout newcomers, global heavy hitters, and enough genres to make your Spotify algorithm panic. And Taylor? She's everywhere. Song of the Year, Artist of the Year, Pop Artist of the Year, Pop Song of the Year. At this point, it's less nominated and more haunting the ballot. And while Taylor is haunting the iHeart ballot like a glittery pop ghost, America is once again proving it is definitely not obsessed with the Kansas City Chiefs by watching them like it's a national hobby. The latest NFL TV ratings basically expose the country like a leaked group chat. The Chiefs may not be operating at their usual hide your trophies level, but that hasn't stopped millions from tuning in every week like it's appointment television. Whether it's the Taylor Swift halo effect, Patrick Mahomes being a human cheat code, or America's deep love of chaos, something is working. According to the NFL's latest numbers, TV ratings are up 10% compared to 2024, with games averaging a massive 18.7 million viewers. That's not casual watching, that's clearing schedules, ignoring texts, and arguing with family for 3 hours kind of watching. And the wildest part? The Chiefs appeared in 4 of the top 5 most watched games of the entire season. 4, even though they went 6-11 and missed the playoffs. That's not a team, that's a brand, a lifestyle, basically a cult with better merch. Topping the list was the Thanksgiving showdown between the Chiefs and the Cowboys when a ridiculous 57.3 million Americans tuned in to watch Dallas win 31-28. 57 million people choosing football over peace. On the same day, Packers vs. Lions pulled in 47.7 million viewers, meaning the turkey barely settled before the nation said, "Run it back." the Chiefs weren't done hogging the spotlight. Their rematch with the Eagles drew 33.8 million viewers, the Buffalo game pulled 30.9 million, and even their Week 11 loss in Denver cracked the top 5. Even their L's are must-watch content. Zoom out and it gets even crazier. 89 of the top 100 broadcasts of 2025 were NFL games. The rest of television is basically fighting for leftovers. And while the NFL has America glued to screens like it's a national addiction, Taylor Swift is casually bonding with rock royalty on late-night TV like, yeah, I contain multitudes. When Taylor appeared on The Late Show with Stephen Colbert in December, she talked about finally buying back her masters in 2025, a deeply personal boss battle victory. Colbert brought up John Fogerty's legendary ownership fight, and Taylor immediately lit up, recognizing it as the original blueprint for artists reclaiming their work. Different generations, same war.
Fogerty's story? John Fogerty of Creedence Clearwater Revival, he lost his masters in the early 70s, and it kind of haunted him.
Man.
He just got them back recently.
Yeah!
He's 80 years old.
Let's go, John!
Fogerty, the legendary Creedence Clearwater Revival frontman, spent nearly half a century fighting to own the rights to the songs he wrote. We're talking all-time classics: Proud Mary, Fortunate Son, Bad Moon Rising, the entire Dad Rock starter pack. He finally regained his publishing rights in 2023 after decades of legal battles, frustration, and heartbreak. When Taylor heard his story, she gave him an enthusiastic shout-out that had the audience thinking, wait, Taylor Swift is Team Fogerty? And when Fogerty later saw the clip, he was genuinely touched, not polite celebrity touched, but actually moved. Different generations, same fight, same victory. That's it for this video. We'll see you next time.